Jones! How are we, boys? Hamas Recruiter. That's a new one. I don't think we've seen Hamas Recruiter here before. How are we, boys? What's up, Alex? First one through the door. Shout out to Alex. What's up, Justin Kennedy? How are you, mate? How are you, Jim? Good to see you, man. You did it, Alex. You did it. Happy Thanksgiving to the real Americans. What's up, Hamas Recruiter? Welcome to the stream. If you didn't eat a turkey today, your rights deserve to be taken away. All right, I didn't eat a turkey today. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't have turkey for lunch today at work. Wouldn't really be appropriate to have a roast turkey in the middle of a building site on a Friday. The bologna I ate. The bologna. The spaghetti bolognese I ate probably had at least some turkey in it. Probably minced turkey, you could say, Justin Kennedy. Should have been Thanksgiving music. I'm not American. I'm not celebrating Thanksgiving. It's culturally inappropriate for me, mate. Dana, Mick, and Hunter should get a pay cut. Why is Volk fighting Diego Lopez for a second time? I have no idea, Johnny. It makes no sense to me. Movsarevloyev is right there. I would prefer Alexander Volkanovski to have fought Movsarevloyev, to be honest with you, mate. It's way better for Alexander Volkanovski's legacy. Yeah, it's very, very strange to me, man. I didn't because our Thanksgiving already happened. We don't do Thanksgiving in Australia. It's not relevant to us, mate. America is the only country that matters, and everyone else is just a side character. Maybe in the noughties and in the 90s, but certainly not anymore, Eric. In fact, you guys are quickly becoming the side character. I bet you now we're going to get a horrible welterweight title fight. Islam versus a 38-year-old Kamaru Usman. Oh, Johnny. The sport is dead. I'm still a massive UFC fan. I'm going to keep watching the UFC, obviously. But the sport is essentially dead. This is the death nail of the UFC. Diego Lopez getting a title shot while Movsar is still there is insane. Arman Tsarukyan saying that he is ready to go for January and then just giving it to Paddy and Gaethje is insane. This is a reality TV show. Make no doubts about that. This is not a sport. If the PFL was smart, they could have a genius 2026. They could start promoting themselves as the home of the real fighters, where meritocracy happens. They could start stealing the tagline, where the best fight the best. Find out who the best fighter in the world is. If the PFL had any common sense at all, they would win 2026 because, yeah, this is just insane match. They're fun fights, but that's why they made them. They're not the correct fights. There's there is a turkey balancing on one of the meatballs. There is a turkey balancing on one of the meatballs. That was a pigeon. Volk's last fight is a guy he beat not even a year ago. Yeah, it's weird, Cayman. Although I am noticing everyone saying this is Volk's last fight. I've not heard any news from Team Volkanovski that this is going to be his last fight. Everyone's just assumed it's his last fight, but no one's saying it. We can do it. We can, Davidson Figueiredo. Cultural appropriation is okay if you do it to white culture. Yes, please assimilate and be civilized. You can always appropriate to white culture, the correct culture. Who's Arman going to fight now? Benoit Saint Denis? I don't know. Arman should quit and go to the PFL. Arman should ask for his release papers. I don't know, dude. If I was Arman, I'd be furious. If it was my job and I was Arman, I'd quit. I don't know, dude. I don't know. How are you, Too Smelly? Good to see you, dude. Australia matters. It's one of the best countries in the world. It's certainly one of the most beautiful countries in the world. There is nothing PFL can do to win against the UFC. They could try and market themselves as the home of real fighters, I guess. Boomer notification sound, the default sound. What have you got? Your phone probably says skibbity at you every time you get a text message. Skibbity. Skibbity. Who are you picking between Murphy and Movsar? Laurent Murphy and Movsar Edwards, but I'm going with Movsar for that one. Jesus, YouTube hit me with 3 unskippable avatar. Oh, fuck it, hell, YouTube. How are you, Nacho? Good to see you, man. I hope that you will be well. Should have been Laurent Murphy, bro. I agree. It should have been Laurent Murphy, bro. Either Laurent Murphy or Movsarevloyev, either one would have been good. I should have been Volk versus Movsar, even fight with Volk versus Laurent. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's 2 perfectly acceptable contenders right there. Some people want Laurent Murphy. Some people want Movsar. I'd be happy with either one. If I was picking, I would rather pick Movsar because the legacy's greater. It's Australia versus Russia. It's a better storyline. For these reasons, I would have picked Movzar, but to go Diego again is just insane. Then we can at least get Lopez versus Movzar 2 for the #1 contender. Yeah, I'm with you, Alex. Yep. I don't know why everyone's mad about Volk Lopez 2. Because it's a waste of time. Murphy just beat a Bellator nobody, and Movzar pull out of more fights than anyone. It's just, you've got 2 #1 contenders that are there, Jim, and Diego Lopez just beat the ranked number 11th guy. Do you think they guaranteed Armin the winner of the interim? Like, surely it can't be this rigged. I think it is this rigged. And no, Armin isn't getting the winner of the interim title. Ilia Topuria is getting the winner of the interim title. I think it is this rigged now, man. Volk only got to fight 1 time this year. They think he's still in his 20s. I know, Johnny. It hurts me. Yeah, of course the boomer thinks it's Skibbity, not in touch with the current memes. No one actually says the hard R. What, Skibbity? There's no R in Skibbity, dickhead. How are you, Shyla? Good to see you. What was your opinion on the lineup for 324? I would imagine Armin crying right now. That's essentially what I wrote in the Discord the second they announced it, Shyla. I was like, Armin is in fucking tears right now. Poor Armin. Dougie, don't make me tell them how small it is. It's fucking massive, Fighters Club, and you know it. Thank you, Christian Gray, for re-upping, brother. I appreciate you, mate. Thank you so much, dude. It's crazy because 0 people asked for Lopez versus Volk. There's no fan narrative. Nobody talked about this. Nobody cares about this. I know, at least with Leroy Murphy, the British care. The British are a very hardcore fan base. With Movzar, obviously all of Dagestanium cares. Even with Movzar, Australia versus Russia has become this natural rivalry in the UFC that makes sense. I don't know. When do you think they're going to run Alex versus Allberg? I don't think they are. I think they're going to do Allberg Yuri, and they're going to do Alex versus Jones on the White House card, but maybe not the main event. I guarantee if Gene Silva finishes Arnold Allen, he's going to get the next title shot. Not insane. Not insane. Take the rankings out of your head. The rankings don't matter. The rankings should essentially just be your Instagram following. That's what matters. The clicks that you generate. That's what matters. Nothing outside of that matters anymore. It's a reality TV show. Anyone justifying Volk versus Lopez 2 and Paddy and Gaethje getting title shots are contrarians. There is no good reason. There is no good reason, Cayman. I agree, man. Tiny? No. Massive. Hung like a fucking horse I am. Once it was like 5 months in and Volk didn't have a fight announced, you kind of just had to see the uncomfortable truth that they wanted Volk to get old and slow so he could get KO'd by somebody. That's exactly what they want. They want to hand over the title to Mexico. That's what they're hoping for. Justin versus Paddy is a sick fight. It is a sick fight. There's no reason for it to be the interim belt. There isn't, Jim. True. They could do this and run Ilya versus Armin after. Yes, they really could. It's a waste of time. It's a sick fight. It's an awesome fight. It'll be a banger. But for title implications, it's a waste of time, mate. Volk is going to smash that Cholo, bro. Well, I think Volk is going to win. Paddy needs to win for the good of the sport. I think Paddy will win, Shyla. How are you, Mitch? Good to see you, brother. Hi, Dougie. How you going today? I'm so happy, man. Arnold Allen wasn't a myth after all. I know. Who you got? I'm going to go with Arnold Allen. I think he's the better fighter. Call the police on the like button for hitchhiking. Fucking tap it up, boys. Tap it up. Rose and Alexa Grasso are going to have a footsie war. Don't get Yog started. It is a Friday. Do you think Allberg versus Yuri will be for the interim? No, I think it'll be for the lineal title. What kind of Coke is that? Never seen a gold one before. Oh, this is a sugar-free vanilla Coke. Something to lift my mood this Friday. Oh, my clients. My clients. Still picking whether or not they want square set or corners. And they've got the corners delivered. They've got ornament. They've got $1,000 worth of corners sitting in the driveway. They still don't know if they want it to be square set. I said this is how I left work today. I said, I don't care which one you pick, but on Monday, I'm starting. Otherwise, it's not going to be done by Christmas. And square set is easier for me. Have a good weekend. And I just walked out. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Just idiotic. Idiotic. Anyway, where are we out there? Is it true that Quaylen Salkild is fighting Vanil Dariush? According to Quaylen Salkild, that is true, Alex, yeah. I had a gallon of gravy today, and you should have, Cheddarhead, for it was America Day. Paddy by flying triangle over Grandma Gaethje. Well, for our little bit of content that we're going to be doing today, chat, We're doing a roll call, chat. We're going to be doing a roll call. Not yet. Let me read you chats. Let me read you. Let's let the chat work itself out a little bit. Chat takes about half an hour to burn itself out. But after you guys burn yourself up, after about half an hour, we're going to do a roll call. So we'll get to that, chat. We'll get to that. But just give it time. Give it time. Where am I up to? Hopefully Volk has been on an epic cycle. Alhamdulillah, brothers. Volkanovski, get on cycle, brother. I usually can find an angle to like every title fight, but Volk versus Lopez is dumb. It's fucking insane, Portuguese Herzog. I know, brother. I'm in severe pain. Well, that's just your heart giving out, Cheddarhead. Give it time. It'll start back up. Yarn beat 13th ranked Bryce. Moved to number 11. Gets a fight with number 2 Lopez. Gets finished in the second round. Stays at number 11. Gets number 6 Arnold Allen. Selling out to the Jews is the best base for your career. This is true, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. How are you, M Operator? Good to see you. I'm British, and I don't care if Lerone gets the title shot. He's a boring point fighter. Beside that last KO, I don't see him beating Volk. I reckon Lopez can gin Volk at least. Yeah, so you're just here for the entertainment and the excitement. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. But there should be some bit of meritocracy involved, right? Vanilla Coke is goated. How fucking good is Vanilla Coke? You get the yellow cap Coca-Cola. We don't have yellow cap Coca-Cola over here. It's a pretty pointless scrap for his last fight down under, especially when it's... Why are we just assuming it's Volk's last fight? Where has he said this? I don't understand. I don't understand. Where has he said this? Pepsi's better? No. People forget, man. He's got a cowboy hat. Diego Lopez. He's got a fringe and a cowboy hat. I had a huge Thanksgiving meal, but I did get a 30-minute run-in. Well, good work, Cayman. At least you got your run-in. The fact that you can actually see Justin panic when he hits the ground. You can see Justin Gaethje panic. Yeah, he does have that weird... not a full workout. Hey, at least you got a run-in. That's more working out than I've done this week. Arnold Allen coming back with a vengeance is going to be spectacular. I hope Arnold Allen gets it done. Bro, what the fuck we're genociding the indigenous people for this card? I have no idea what you're saying about anything. I don't know, we did that one. Volk wins, and it doesn't mean much because it's the guy who already beat. Diego wins, and it doesn't mean much because Volk is old and people are hating for the favoritism. It just sucks. I agree. I agree. This is one way to turn people against Diego Lopez. I agree, man. Oh, buddy, the body. How many fights is Sal killed off a title shot after he flatlines Dariush? 1 or 2. Depending on the schedule. 1 or 2, depending on the schedule, but he's right there. It's not event hat Armin. It's not even that Armin is necessarily boring. Even at a finished last fight, he's just not popular. Armin Sarukian is not boring at all. Watch his fights. He's got crazy ground and pound in every fight. Armin lands on average 3 strikes a minute. Not true. Good on. I don't think anyone is picking Gaethje. I think Help Me was going to pick Gaethje, right? Did that January card have Umar on the prelims? Umar is on the prelims, yes. Of course you don't, Goy. The yellow cap is reserved for God's chosen people. Yeah, I know. We were talking about that yesterday. It's kosher Coca-Cola. Doug, you want to come down under? Do you want to hit up Spanion's kebab shop in Melbourne? Sure, SA. Dougie, do you know what you're supposed to do if your wife starts smoking? Slap her. Dougie, how happy were you when Oral Bly 1 made the noise? How come Arnold is fighting Sterling or Yair? Because they want Gene Silver to get the win and put him on the plant program. Slow down. Put some lubricant on there when she starts smoking. Nah, just spit on it, mate. Tell her to bite the pillow you're going in dry. Tell her you're using God's lubricant. Blood. Right, let's do it, boys. Does anyone want to go on Team Gaethje? Anyone at all? I thought this would be more of a 50-50 fight. Is anyone going on Team Gaethje? Anyone at all? Does anyone want to put their name down for Team Gaethje? Anyone at all? I'm obviously... Should we just go Doug and everyone? Is this... Should I have made one for Volk versus Lopez? I thought someone would be down for Team Gaethje. You got Patty. I'm Tim Gaethje. No, are you Too Smelly Fingers? Too Smelly is... All right, we got Too Smelly over here. Too Smelly's going to take Team Gaethje. Too Smelly's going to take Team Gaethje. Paddy is not a better wrestler than Gaethje, and not even half the striker Gaethje is. Okay, Friendless Norseman is going to go Gaethje. All right, I don't mind that. Friendless is going to go Gaethje. Friendless Norseman is going to go Gaethje. I don't mind that. Paddy all day. You got Justin. Cherry Pepsi is better than vanilla Coke on... No, the cherry flavors are disgusting. Paddy beats old men. That's his thing. I agree, MMA Master. Paddy all the way. Yep. Benny P said the Darius thing is fake news. Oh, okay. Well, shout out to Benny P. Thank you, Slops. What's up, Paul? How are you doing? We are live. Patting me up. All right, Paul's going to go with Paddy. I feel like I could just put everyone else over here. Yep. Paul's going to go over here. Paul... Paddy beat, we got MMA Master. We got MMA Master over here as well. There you go. Paddy the Batty lad. We got Nacho over here as well. I think I'm going to put Help Me as the team captain. Because, you know what? Too Smelly, you were here first. You're team captain. I'm going to put Help Me down. Or Yerp / Help Me. / Jock. We'll put Jock down because I know this morning he was talking about how he was going to go with Gaethje, so we'll hold him to that even though he's not here. But Too Smelly, you're the captain. Too Smelly, you're the captain. Welcome to Team Homer captaincy. If anything happens to Justin Gaethje, it's on you. Obviously, I will go as captain of team. You know what? Nacho, you can go as the captain of the team. Nacho can go captain of team, but it's Nacho versus Too Smelly Fingers for this one. It's Nacho versus Too Smelly Fingers for this one. Let me read some chats. Benny lives another day. Thank God Benny lives another day, mate. Paddy, if he makes the weight, well, Slops will go in. Slops will go in over here. On your Slops. What a name. Slops. What a fucking name. Legendary stuff from Slops. Paddy by bumming. Yep, Paddy by bumming. Yep. I want to see Dana wrap that interim around Gaethje, and then Gaethje throws it to the ground again. You reckon Gaethje will probably keep it this time? Paddy. Oh, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. We'll go to Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. Davidson Figueiredo's fan page, done. Davidson Figueiredo's fan page, there you go. Yep. Davidson Figueiredo's fan page is in. Beautiful stuff. I am the Knight. How are you, Darklight Delirium? Good to see you, mate. I hope that you're well. Like the stream, boys. Like the stream. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. What's up, you beautiful motherfuckers? Good to see you, Darklight. Alex is going to go. Paddy the Baddy. M Operator's going to go Paddy the Baddy. Which fight do you believe will be the most exciting and action-packed? Probably this one. Shiloh. This one has definitely got it. M4 Operator. M4's going here. Thanks to the memories, Justin. Enjoy retirement. He's about to get slept out cold. I think this one is going to be the most action-packed. Yeah. Yep, you're going to root for America? No fucking way, Cheddarhead. No, you're not. Wow. Cheddarhead is going with the American. Brave move, Cheddarhead. Bold move, mate. I can't believe it, dude. I thought it was MMA Joey Jr. Who's that, Christian Grey? Well. How are you, Mixed Martial Artists? You're going with Team Paddy, Mixed Martial Artist? All right. Mixed Martial Artist is also on Team Paddy. Not a lot of takers for Team Gaethje. Not a lot at all, mate. This Nacho Glaze has gone too far, mate. Like, he gave you chlamydia after Hex, so now you love the cunt. Chill can't think of DJ Aiden. No, I will not think of DJ Aiden. Nacho leads us to the fat chicks. Exactly right. We will follow Nacho to the land of the fat bitches. Where was I up to? Can't wait for Paddy to smash Gaethje. Then everyone who picked Justin to say that he was old and washed. I mean, there's not going to be a lot of people. It is just going to be Friendless Norseman, Cheddarhead, and Yerp. That's about it, mate. I want to hear Too Smelly Fingers call to arms for Gaethje. Yeah! We need him to post something in the Discord. We need to hear his Gaethje song in the Discord. Too Smelly versus Nacho. The battle of Nacho versus the nice guy. Exactly. I would also pick Paddy. We got Shyla. Shyla's on board with us. We got Shyla with us. Shyla. There you go. Shyla's with us as well. On ya, Shyla. Welcome to the right side of history, Shyla. Where am I up to? The only way Paddy wins if he flukes a KO. No, he could easily submit Gaethje. Get me on the Paddy side, lad. England will have another champ, lad. It won't be a champ. It'll be an interim champ. Jim is English. There we go. You're there, mate. Well done, Jimbo. Crafty vet move by Cheddarhead. Bad move by Cheddarhead. Fiziev is a better wrestler than Paddy. No, he isn't. Friendless Norseman. Stop it. I'm digging the Americans backing their guys. Who is Eric backing? Yeah, where is Eric? Where is Eric? Eric does have to pick this fight. I noticed Eric. Eric was definitely here, wasn't he? Let's have a look up the stream. Hang on a second. There's Eric. Eric's right here. Eric's right here in the chat. Come on, Eric. You gonna pick a fight, you fucking pussy, mate? Eric gets real. Yeah, these are the streams where Eric gets real fucking quiet. What's up, pound for pound? How are you, man? This is number one bullshit, brother. You're not wrong, dude. Mobzar got fucked, man. So did Armin Sarukian. We've been saying Gaethje is old and washed for a while. We have been saying it for about 5 years, Shyla. This is true. Paddy does have a better personality and will make Ilya fight fun. This is true, Master. It's good to have you beneath me, Shyla. Okay, Nacho. Reluctantly put me with Gaethje. Holy shit, the fight's fixed. They're going to give it to Gaethje, boys. They're going to give it to Gaethje. They've got Jason Herzog on their side. You know what that means, boys. The fight's going to be fixed. They're giving it to Gaethje. They've got Portuguese Herzog on their side. That's the end of it, mate. Eric should have to pick this one. Eric, yep. Ilya is the one to get friend-zoned. Ilya the one to get friend-zoned. What do you mean, Cayman? Justin is a caveman. What's up, Johnny? How are you, man? Good to see you. I will correct myself, Dougie. Paddy can win a Jared Gordon decision. GIF wrap. Look, everyone gets a robbery decision every now and then. Okay? Everyone gets one. I got Paddy because why not? All right, Cayman, you're in. We're going to run out of room on Team Paddy. My guy's cage name is the highlight. Your guy's cage name came from a burger, mate. Paddy the burger, mate. The Paddy haters are so predictable now. He gets handed an old guy. Everyone says Paddy will lose. He wins, and the coping haters will say that his opponents are always... Well, to be fair, Paddy has only beaten up old guys. Like, name a guy around Paddy Pimblett's age that he beat. Even Jared Gordon is like 37, dude. I'll eat my words if Justin wins. It by no means impossible, but again, Fiziev inverted arm triangle. Fiziev nearly got the triangle. Paddy is getting... Justin is getting... You've said Justin, not Paddy. And then you've said Cub Roiled, which I don't even know what the fuck you're saying. Justin will smash this crybaby pig. All right, calm down, mate. Christian Gray, where are you, mate? What side of the team are you on? Doug, do you reckon if Piggy gets on Ariel's show, will he get Jude out? I think he'll get Jude out, Christian Gray. His opponents were always washed. I'm saying a washed Justin smokes Paddy. Oh, no, a washed Justin is going to die underneath Paddy. This fight will be a banger. There's no denying it. Yeah, this fight's going to be sick, man. Paddy isn't going to wrestle Justin to the canvas. He's not a better striker than Gaethje. I think he'll be able to judo throw him down to the canvas. You're right. He's not going to wrestle him down, but Paddy doesn't generally wrestle. Do you have Burger King in Australia? We call it... Hungry Jacks, but it's the same thing. Justin gets title shots and interim title shots yearly. Yeah, when they don't have anyone to give it to, they just give it to Justin, which is hilarious because they had Armin to give it to this time. Paddy has that lesbian edge. People forget, man. 2025, Paddy Pimblett, he's the lesbian. Gaethje has said his next fight... Gaethje has said his next fight will be his retirement fight for ages. He is the king of fake belts, BMF, and even if he wins ×2 interim, the writing's on the wall. This is a lock for Paddy. Gaethje said his next loss will be his retirement, like his next loss will be his last one. And he said if he doesn't get the title fight next, he will retire. Not that his next fight is a retirement fight. Paddy is better than this washed guy. That's what I think, M Operator. And they share girls in Shyla and cousins. Yeah, and they share girls in Shyla and cousins. Christian Gray, how much weed have you smoked today? How does that make any sense? And who are you going for, Chris? Who am I putting you down for, mate? Please, brother, we must check this, brother. Who am I putting you down for? I'm Team America on this one. Holy shit, Mitchathan. All right, I'll put you down for that. Which one of these ones do you think is close? Should we make calls for this fight? This fight I don't care about. No one cares about this fight. Or do we do Diego Lopez next? Interesting. Interesting stuff. All right, let me put Mitch down for Team Gaethje. Mitch, I'm shocked. I'm honestly shocked, mate. Dougie's going to be so embarrassed about this Paddy pick. I'm right. I got Paddy, lad, you mad sausage, lad. All right, good on you, Christian Gray. Good on you, Christian Gray. Welcome back, mate. Jake Paul will beat up Justin in the future. Yes, I could absolutely see him getting beaten up by Jake Paul in the future, yeah. Harrison is going to finish Amanda Nunes. I think Harrison's going to win that one. Did you see that Ilya won't be fighting for the first quarter of 2026? I did, mixed martial artist, which means they're going to do this in the first quarter, and then probably like maybe July, October, they'll redo that. So Armin's fucked for 2026. Armin is fucked. Ilya's heartbroken. Ilya's heart is broken. This is true. All I'm saying is nobody should be surprised if Justin retires when he loses. Oh, yeah. If he loses, he'll retire. Absolutely. Waldo Ortez Acosta. I'm not saying that word. I do not want to go against my Pookie Bear Volk, but I can. But I can AI, but I can. You're going to be picking Diego Lopez. I'm sticking with Volk for that fight. Paddy is going to be skating around trying to time a takedown while Gaethje jabs his face up. I don't think he is. I think Paddy's going to clinch him, judo throw him to the ground, and start raining down elbows. I can see into the future, and for Dougie, I see tears and embarrassment for when Paddy Pimblett loses. No, too smelly. UFC kind of shot Paddy in the foot with this fight. If he would have beat Gaethje, people would have admitted he's a good fighter, but instead it's just going to be that he's a fake champ. Yes, essentially, but they don't care. They're selling this to the casuals, and the casuals like Paddy. He's massive on TikTok. If Justin wins by KO, we get the narrative heading into the title. If Justin wins by KO, we get a great narrative heading into the title. 2 KO artists heading at each other. True. Good point, Paul. Almost a smell. I can almost smell a Lopez KO. That's what the UFC are hoping for, Alex. They're begging for that, mate. Dougie, what is your favorite kind of cracker? Mine was Norm Macdonald or Robin Williams. Oh, my favorite kind of cracker? Weesh. I don't know. There's so many good crackers to pick from, you know? My boy Nicky F is doing pretty good right now. My gay Mexican mate. Derek Lewis is going to end Waldo Ortez Acosta. That is going to be a sick fight, Jim. Ilya's only thing is broken is his pussy. This is true. Ilya is a giant fucking duck, and I hate it, mate. Armin is going to get the next title shot in December. I don't think they'll do it in December. I think it'll be 2027. And that means Armin's going to have to fight again. It's a win-win so long as someone finishes in a war. With this matchup, it's a reasonable chance. Yes, very true, Paul. Very true. Volk is getting KO'd. I fucking hope not, username. I think Justin's jiu-jitsu shaped a hole in his game is going to make him... I think Justin's jiu-jitsu shaped hole in his game is going to make him hesitant. I agree, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. That's where I see Paddy Pimblett's path to success right there, man. Are they freezing Volk out so he's old and slow? Yes, that's exactly what they did. They froze him out so that he would be old and slow. They don't want him to be the champ anymore. I think Paddy could try and kick from range, but that's the only thing really going for him. That and the grappling. The jiu-jitsu, the ground and pound, the length, the size. Paddy is not going to be able to handle those leg kicks. He does keep his legs wide, nice and wide open. Yeah, the leg kicks are going to hurt him, that's for sure. Thug Rose is too crafty on the feet, too quick with the lighter women's skill, and also better grappling. She will brutally 29-28 Alexa Grasso. I think she'll beat Alexa Grasso, yeah. Justin is top-notch when it comes to takedown defense. He is good, but again, Paddy isn't shooting takedowns. Paddy is going for trips, throws. Like, you're picturing Justin Gaethje against a wrestler. Paddy Pimblett's not a wrestler. He's a judo expert, really, when it comes to how he gets his takedowns. Gaethje is not a KO artist. He can definitely sleep people woeful. If Armin wants to stay active, he should fight an easy fight in Michael Chandler to get more notoriety. God, I hope they don't do Armin versus Quaylen Salkilled. If Quaylen Salkilled sleeps Benil Dariush, then it's Armin Sarukian versus Quaylen Salkilled. Oh, fucking hell, I hope not. Gaethje is not a KO. We just read that one. I don't see him getting hip-tossed by Paddy either. I do. I could see him getting hip-tossed by Paddy, yeah. Every guy that fights Chandler recently all got title shots. It's what the UFC do. You fought Michael Chandler? How about a title shot, kid? Nacho brutally 29-28. Don't know what we're talking about. Brutal 29-28. Yeah, brutal split decision. Paddy haters will never admit that he's good. They will cope about Wash Justin. They'd rather put down the fighter they picked instead of giving Paddy his credit. Yeah, there does seem to be this inability to give Paddy his credit. Yeah. It'll be sold as a KO artist versus a KO artist at the White House, but then Ilya shoots instantly and subs Gaethje in the first. Dude, Ilya taking Gaethje down. Ilya's small, man. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening at all. Paddy is going to look huge compared to Gaethje. Easily toy with him on the feet. Let's not forget, Fiziev and Justin in a mounted triangle. That's what I think people are forgetting, just how fucking big Paddy Pimblett is. Two Smelly Fingers loves Rose Nama Eunice. If Lopez wins, get ready for Yair to get the shot under the you asked a few months back. Now you get it. They'll go on a Moreno Figgy quadrilogy. They never lose in the Mexican market. Oh my God, you're so right. Yair versus Diego Lopez. These are the kind of fights they're going to make. Oh my God. Dougie is a little sickly. Welcome to the news this week, Jesus. I'm just getting over it still. I want to see how big Paddy looks next to him. He looked massive against Chandler. Yeah, Paddy's a fucking big dude, mate. I mean, at least put Cheeto on the card. Now Woeful's getting there. At least have Cheeto Vera on the card. Paddy does have a chin on him from consistently hydrating and overeating. Yeah, Paddy's chin is fucking solid, mate. I got Figgy beating Umar. Don't ask me why. I just have a feeling. That is a wild call. Wild call, Jim. I think Umar runs over Figgy. Runs over him, man. Volk definitely can't fight anymore, man. Just saw a video of his cooking show, and he still has a black eye. He can't recover quick enough. Could have been from training camp. I forgot about Sean Connery. Also wanted Chad. I love Sean Connery. Maybe sometimes you have to hit a woman. It's going to be a good scrap. It's going to be a sick fight, mate. Is Umar on the prelims? Umar is on the prelims, which is crazy, dude. But hey, good on Umar for staying active, man. Armin versus BSD. I could see that. I could absolutely see that. Jim is jolly is a wild take. Put some dollars on it. I can see how Figgy... I can't see how Figgy wins either. I'm something of a physical... Yeah, dude, you're bloody loving the physical. It frustrates me that they didn't make O'Malley versus Umar while they're on the same card. That fight would have been awesome. So much value in both guys. Yes, well, they're trying to get O'Malley's career reset because O'Malley does trend well with the Gen Zs, and you don't want him getting smushed out by Umar. Just got to think about clicks, Mitch. It's no longer thinking about the best fight the best. Think about what is the pathway to the most clicks and views. Dougie, is it possible you display the matchups? It is, Shiloh. It is possible that I display the matchups. There we go. All the matchups. It's so good. Thank you, Guru, for the 5 gifted memberships, brother. I really appreciate that, dude. Welcome, Guru. I hope your stream went well today, brother. Good to see you, man. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. How's the news, bro? Fucking craziness, isn't it? Craziness. Frustrates, but we did that one. Is Dougie a little sick? Been sick all week. Happy Thanksgiving. He's British. Jim, take these. Okay, I don't know what you're saying. Thank you again, Guru. I appreciate it, man. Is Gaethje not the same size as Paddy? No, Gaethje's a lot shorter than Paddy. Paddy's massive. He's like fucking Masvidal in there. What is the height and reach difference? Not sure, too smelly. We'll have to check it out, man. Are you rooting for Harrison or Nunes? I think Harrison's going to win that fight, Shyla. If Jared Gordon was able to land easily on Paddy, Justin will do the same. You have to remember, though, Paddy had a broken foot in that fight. It does count for something. I don't like the UFC forcing a dude on me and giving him the red carpet path to a fake belt. Oh, I know, Norseman. I know. That's what makes this so fucking frustrating, dude. And the UFC can just get away with more and more now because you don't have to buy the pay-per-view. You're just going to watch it no matter what. It's like the way that they're doing 2 back-to-back pay-per-view cards. They're not pay-per-view cards, but it just makes it easier for them to have the way the timing works out with Alexander Volkanovski as champion. There's going to be a lot of weird things that they're going to do now, right? Now that they don't have to worry about pay-per-views. I don't like the UFC forcing a dude on me. I just read that one. 3 inches of Paddy's height is that fucking haircut. Well, remember, he keeps it in a man bun now. I don't think Paddy is too big. Just Chandler is a short, wide man. Yeah, but Gaethje's not exactly a tall man either. Paddy is going to get in the clinch, find the back like Charles did. We'll finish chin faster with crypto scammer Khabib. Paddy is going to get the clinch, find the back like Charles did, and we'll finish him faster than the crypto scammer Khabib did. No, not faster than Khabib did. But yeah, Christian Gray, I think this is the setup, mate. They're going to sideline Mobzar and Lerone for the title defense for Diego. I think they'll try and do Yair Rodriguez first username. 2 Mexicans. The Culon storyline. Yeah, man. Umar is the coolest of the inbreds. No, Makhachev is the coolest of the inbreds. Figgy dropped Cheeto. O'Malley's flying knee couldn't. Mario's knee dropped Umar. That knee had less heat on it, and Mario had less pop. Therefore, physically has basically KO'd Umar already. What a fucking string of deduction you've used there, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. No way of thinking about the speed or the pace or the timing or where people's foot placement was. Just X equals Y equals Z. And thank you again, Guru. I appreciate you, man. You're a legend of the channel, dude. Thank you, dude. The GOAT, MMA Guru. It's obvious that the UFC still aren't happy with Arman Sarukian. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Arman's getting cucked so hard. I know. I feel bad for Arman. And Arman's not even that boring. Like, his personality is dog shit, but he's not that bad, man. He is not that bad. Sugar could have taken a way easier fight. Oh, yeah. Sugar could have taken the Henry Cejudo fight. W to the Guru. W to the Guru. Tricky impression of Guru. I can barely do the stream myself, let alone impressions right now in Operator. I've got no air coming through my nose. Paddy is a weight bully. Paddy is a weight bully. This is true. I posted Paddy and Justin's stats in the Discord. Oh, thank you, Too Smelly. Let's have a look. Okay. What the fuck are you messaging me now for? Paddy Pimblett's height is 5'10". Gaethje's height is 5'11". I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe for a second that Justin Gaethje is taller than Paddy Pimblett. His reach is 73 inches and Justin's reach is 70 inches. Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that Paddy Pimblett is an inch smaller than Justin Gaethje. You know what we need to do? We need to find the face-offs. We need to find the face-offs of Gaethje against Chandler and then Paddy against Chandler. We need to find the face-offs, chat. That's what we got to do. Hopefully Ilya has money in an offshore account and properties in other people's names. Fucking tell me about it, Johnny, because it's going to get messy. Guru, put an Xmas cap on your profile picture while you're in the chat. Yes, Guru, you must have an Xmas cap on your profile picture. Paddy got the reach. Justin's got the height. I don't believe their stats at all. Figgy dropped Cheeto shooting they couldn't. Yeah, bro, it's almost like damage accumulates. Tell me about it. That's what I mean. There was no other circumstances. I hope Lewis KOs Acosta. Me too, Shyla. God, I hope so. Lewis beat Acosta, then absorbs his activity, and we get Derek Lewis fraud-checking blobs every month. This is what we need, Jim. Nunes versus Harrison is one of the only women's fights I've ever been excited to see. I am excited to see it. I am excited to see it. This is true. I am excited to see that, yeah. Paddy and Justin are about the same height, but Paddy has more reach and probably 5 pounds in the cage and him 50 outside of the cage. Paddy and Justin are about the same height, but Paddy has more reach. I don't think they're the same height. I think Paddy's taller, man. We did that one. Who's Umar fighting? Umar is fighting. Umar's fighting Figgy. What a weird matchup, right? What a strange matchup. I'm going with Umar for this one. Shut it! X will always equal Y, and that equals Z. We know this, brother. This is MMA math, brother. I agree. Armin's fights are pretty entertaining. The Charles fight was great. I know. I don't know why they're. I don't know why they're punishing Armin Sarukian so much. Impression of you breathing through your nose. Oh, I'd love to give you one, Nacho. No way. It's so weird. It started off as a sore throat. Then it became a full-blown cold. Now my throat is fine, but now it's a nose. Now my nose is all clogged up and leaking. It's like it just refuses. It's like the infection is moving around my sinuses as I kill it off. But it will not leave my body. When is the Cejudo versus Talbot fight? December, UFC 323. No way in hell Justin's taller. Yeah, I don't believe it for a second. I compared the Ferguson face-offs and Justin is taller. I just don't believe it. I do not believe it. What's up, Cheddarhead? What's up, man? Why are we saying bam? I can't wait to watch Cuck Pimlet get bitched and smacked by the American. All right, Mitchathan. We don't need to nerd out on it all. We know Justin is shorter than Paddy. Yeah, I feel like it's just like we know this, brother. We know Justin's shorter than Paddy. Because Ferguson was a tall, big lightweight and they both fought him. Ferguson was a tall lightweight, this is true. Chandler and Paddy looked the same height at weigh-ins because he kept his shoes on. I remember Paddy complaining about, okay. Did you chuckle at Khabib Nurmagomedov looking through the mail slot saying, keep it halal? And the I did. That was fucking hilarious. What's up, Jay? How are you, man? Murphy versus Evlov got to be on the Sydney card or we riot. You can riot all you want, mate. They don't give a fuck about us anymore. They don't have to sell pay-per-views. You get what you get, brother. I agree. It's a bloody disgrace, dude. Volk versus Lopez 2 is an insane fight to make from the UFC. Yeah, Cheddarhead, let's get a Christmas hat on your piece of cheese, please, mate. Impression of you turning your notifications off? No. No, that was a fucking builder that just messaged me. It's the Christmas season. Welcome to being in the trade industry during Christmas. It's the worst. He's so humble. He definitely did it for the legacy and for his cousin's wife. No idea what you're saying. I agree that Paddy has a bigger frame, skeletal structure. Yeah, Paddy just seems bigger, right? Dougie getting those non-stop Blumpkin party invitations on his phone again. I fucking hate December. I hate it so much. I fucking hate it. I fucking loathe Christmas. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Every year I fucking hate Christmas. Chandler wore shoes in the face-off while Paddy was barefoot and he still got fucking mogged. Yeah, Chandler's tiny, man. Dougie's kind of fighter. Who's that? Christian Grey. When is Cejudo Talbot fighting? UFC 323. I think they're about the same height. Justin just looks stockier. Yeah, I feel like Justin's smaller. And Merry Xmas, fuck you. I also compared the height versus... I also compared the heights versus Ferguson. I also compared the heights versus Ferguson in the cage. Justin is an inch taller. I can do the math. Yeah, I don't believe it. I do not believe that Justin Gaethje is taller than Paddy Pimblett. I just refuse to believe it. You can write all the sentences you want, Friendless Norseman. I don't believe it. I need to see it to believe it. Nacho AIDS has refused your immunity. It really has. Nacho's AIDS has gotten deep into me, man. Have you tried installing a salt water stream? Salt is a natural antiseptic. Yes, I've tried everything. I keep killing it and it keeps moving around my body. Murphy, but we've read that one. Paddy in the ring looked massive compared to Chandler. Justin didn't end of that debate. Paddy in the ring looked massive compared to Chandler. Justin didn't. End of the debate. I agree, Paul. I agree. Dougie getting those non-stop Blanket. Oh, we did that one. They're still not selling pay-per-views, but surely they need to get good ratings. Yeah, but I think that they're going to have better ratings no matter what. I mean, there was 50 million people watching the football today. I think their ratings are going to go up no matter what. Like, what do you think is going to make you lose ratings on CBS? Portuguese Herzog. Movsar Evloyev smushing Volk for 4 rounds? Or Diego Lopez sleeping Volk in Sydney? What's going to get more ratings? Like, that's literally what they're doing. They're picking out the ratings. There's a very small percentage of fans that actually give a fuck about the best fighting the best. This sport is fucking tiny. Tiny. The PFL Africa has got 6,000 subscribers on its YouTube page. This sport is so small, it's embarrassing. They are thinking about ratings. That's exactly what they're doing. Would you have attended the event if it was in Melbourne instead of New South Wales? Depends on the price, Mitch. I'm not paying $700 to sit in the back row, brother. Why do you hate Christmas? Is it because of work? It's because of work and family. It's my entire family's birthday is in December as well. So everyone wants everything done by Christmas and everyone wants to hang out and see you and have family time. I hate it. And all the shops are fucking busy. Everywhere's fucking busy. Everywhere's overcrowded. Everyone's out of time. Everyone's rushing. Everyone wants to see you and everyone wants it now. I loathe Christmas. Always have. What's your official pick for Cejudo versus Talbot and why is it fight of the year? I think I'm going with Peyton Talbot. People forget, man. Paddy's loose skin makes it way harder to get a hold of. He's like a squid. This is true. I love how Volk and Lopez are the same height in the photo. Oh, yeah, I know, dude. I know. They've really played with that, haven't they? Oh, fucking hell. This is a sick fight. Dude, the rankings just do not matter. The rankings are, like, they do not matter. Dougie, you're doing the salt water wrong. You're meant to be taking it rectally. Shove it up your ass, Dougie. Take it deep up your ass. Gaethje still gets called the most violent guy. It's been his opponents forcing the violence for years now. He's mad tactical. Yes, this is true, but he's just in the highlight reel Gaethje, you know. Pull up Tony versus Paddy and Tony versus Justin face-off. So maybe we do have to pull them up, eh? Maybe we do have to pull them up. Let's go YouTube. Let's do Tony versus Paddy. Face off. Tony versus Paddy face off. Are they going to actually stand in front of each other? They don't really stand in the cage, do they? I want to see them standing in the cage. Tony versus Paddy. In the cage. Let's go fight. Let's see them in the cage. Do they touch gloves at the start of the fight? They are about the same size, Tony and Paddy, aren't they? They're very similar height, right? Very similar height. And then what? Tony versus Gaethje, yeah? Why do I feel like Gaethje's small? I feel like Gaethje's like shorter than most. I can't wait to get to the bottom of this mystery. I know, man. I feel like Gaethje's... Tony versus Gaethje. No, they're about the same size. If anything, Gaethje might be a little bit... Jeez, maybe Gaethje's not as small as I think he is. Gaethje ain't tall, he's average at best. Yeah, I guess Gaethje is... Yeah, no shit. I guess Paddy and Gaethje are going to be about the same height. Very interesting. Okay. All right. It's their proportions. Yes, their proportions. But fuck me. Just... Paddy looked so big against Chandler. So big. Dude, there's no way. Dude, when they were in the when they were in the cage together, Paddy was huge. Look here, they're about the same height as well. Paddy's slightly taller. Paddy has a growth spurt. Dude, I'm telling you, when they were in the cage together, When they were in the cage together, Paddy fucking mogged him. Look how much bigger Paddy looked. I remember Paddy looked fucking massive compared. Look how much fucking bigger Paddy looks compared to him when they're actually in the cage together. Chandler had shoes on during the face-off. Dude, he must have had fucking high heels on during the face-off. Let me read your chats. Let me go back, chat. Okay. Do they like hot chocolate or apple cider more for Christmas time in the drink down under? I don't know. Bailey's, mate. It seems like a big sport to us, but it's actually still very near. Oh, it's insane how small this sport is. Insane, dude. Like, think about it. Like, who's the biggest MMA YouTuber in the world? Probably Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen has got 1,000,001 subscribers. Do you know, like, what these fucking footballer YouTube channels have? The numbers that they pull in? It's insane, man. It's such a small sport. $7 billion isn't small. It's a small sport, Nacho. It's a tiny sport, man. You probably attend for sure if they were Reyes versus Allberg tickets, right? Remember oh, if it got down to $70. Yeah, dude. Fucking oath, man. Of course, dude. I'd spend $350 on the UFC, but I wouldn't spend $400 for the back row. $700 for the back row, sorry. Is Henry washed enough to just not wrestle at all? That determines who I pick. Yeah, I think... Also, I think the game has moved past Henry Cejudo's level of wrestling. Like that Olympic wrestling. I think the game's moved past it. And also Henry is washed. So I think it's a mix of both. You could probably just do a Google image search. Well, I've wasted a whole lot of time, haven't I? Can't wait to get into the Boston Inventory. I'm 6'8", and I can cut down 6 inches before being seen by other humans. I'm 6'8", but I cut down 6 inches before being seen by other humans. Oh my God, we've got a Sean Woodson in the house. The betting scandal has me so fucked up. I legitimately thought multiple times, what if they just rig it for Talbot because he's gay? I mean, they could. They could. There's so many things that are wrong with this TV show that we watch. Gaethje isn't tall, he's average at best. Yeah, Armin walking around his mansion right now, kicking the walls in. Oh, I know. Armin's fucking furious. And he should be. And he should be. It's their proportions. Yeah, their proportions are odd, isn't it? Paddy is still taller. There we go. In the first Poirier fight, didn't DC say Justin doesn't cut a lot of weight? Apparently, Justin doesn't cut a lot of weight, yeah. 5'11" is 3 inches above the average man in the UFC. Get mogged, chat. That's where I'm at, chat. Fucking 5'11", chat. Nearly 6 foot, chat. I'm pretty much 6 foot in the mornings, chat. Fucking get mogged, chat. Paddy has a long torso, long arms, whereas Justin is stockier. This is true, Jim. Yeah. Chandler is legit 5'5", not even joke. I could believe that. Chandler is like Kevin Hart. Jesus Christ, let's compare Paddy versus Chandler and Justin versus Chandler. Let's keep comparing them. Let's go round and round and round. Paddy had a growth spurt. He does have growth spurts, yeah. Shoes, Dougie. Shoes. The pineapple juice isn't helping. How the hell is Gaethje losing? He is so fucking good. Wouldn't even be small. Gaethje's going to lose. Gaethje is going to lose, mate. Paddy's going to piece him up on the outside. Compare the Chandler fights. We compared the Ferguson fights. Doesn't that look much bigger? Yep. Figure out who was taller makes me want to do a Jan Jadoba fight matrix. Let's do a Jan Jadoba fight matrix. Chael has put out over 80, Jesus Christ, 85,000 videos. Hey, Cheddarhead put a Christmas hat on. Good on you, Cheddarhead. Based Cheddarhead. I will be better on Monday. I will be better this weekend. I will get over this fucking cold this weekend. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I will just stay in bed tomorrow and get over this fucking cold. For once, I can actually have a fucking day off tomorrow. And I will stay in bed all day until I get over this fucking cold. God almighty. Yeah, man. A 27-inch monitor in your office is better than $700 in the back. Oh, shit. It is. It is. Dude, mate, even just setting it up in the living room and doing the living room stream is better. Absolutely, man. Kaya Sakura's channel has 1.4 million subscribers, but guarantee that's probably 99% Japanese. Yeah, that's Japan. That's Japan. 5'11", really? 178 centimeters. Do you have your digital ID yet, Dougie? No, I'm not getting one. They can get fucked. Whitaker is 6'4". I have no idea. I've met Whitaker is 6'1" max. There you go. Whitaker's 6'1" max. Most likely, the people you meet outside when you touch grass won't have any idea who Shavkat is, despite being known by every MMA fan. Dude, most people, I'm telling you this, most people don't know what MMA is. They have no idea. When I work on building sites, I meet plumbers, electricians, tilers, all sorts of blokes. These guys are from like 18 all the way up to like 70 years old. It's so rare. They all go, you watch the footy, mate? What's your fucking team, mate? What footy team do you go for, mate? It's so rare for them, because I say to them, no, I don't watch footy. I watch MMA. They go, what? UFC? And they go, what? And then I go, Conor McGregor? They go, oh, Conor McGregor. Yeah, I know that guy. Brutal, mate. Brutal. They have no idea. Most people, some of the young guys do. Some young guys know what MMA and UFC is because they've seen it, but they don't watch it because it's too hard to watch. But like anyone over 40, no idea what the fuck MMA is. People under 25, 30, they know what MMA and UFC is, but they don't watch it because it's too hard to watch. It's such a small sport, it's insane. Pineapple Juice says enzymes that eat away at the flesh. It's not going to help. It's meant to help a sore throat, Jim. And because I can't breathe through my nose, I have to do all my talking and breathing through my mouth while I do the stream. And it's killing the back of my throat. So the pineapple juice is to cool my throat while I try and breathe and talk at the same time. It's going well. Shazvakistan, exactly. Most people don't know that UFC and MMA are two separate things. They have no idea. No idea. The YouTube ban is on December 10th. Without it, I'm going to VPN and start a new account. Well, I'll see you guys on December 11th as Dougie's Corners, a whole new channel, and we'll start growing again. But you got to remember, YouTube already have all of my information. They've got my bank account. They've got my full name because the channel is monetized. So they've got everything. They have to have everything for tax reasons. They've got YouTube has, if YouTube got hacked, you'd know my full name, you'd know my address, you'd know my TFM number, you'd know fucking everything. I still have to describe it as cage fighting when people ask what UFC is. Yeah, they know cage fighting. That's it. Drink some honey, lad. It's actually got honey in it, Portuguese Ozo. I put honey in it, mate. You old fart, bar humbug, says Dougie after his cousins forgot to get him a nipple ring for Christmas. I hate a nipple ring. I don't mean anyone flatting in Sydney that watched the UFC until I moved in with a group of the Spanish. Yeah, it's the sport's tiny, dude. It's tiny. Eat some ginger. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it, mate. I've had the same experience. I've only met sports bar workers that know about MMA. Very few trade workers. Yeah, it's a tiny sport. Who's more cooked first by the Jubilees? Greece, France, Australia, Canada, or the UK? That's a good question. I'd say Australia or Canada. I'd say it's between Australia and Canada. I think the UK is going to be fucked by the Muslims, but by the Indians, I think it's between Canada and Australia. UFC is like 34 years old max. You can brag about fastest growing sport because it was really the only sport actually growing in that time frame. Yeah, it's the fastest growing sport because what other sports started around then? What other sports? Jeez, actually, that's not bad. That's actually not bad at all. I was just doing a little test there, chat. This is the Premier League's YouTube channel. It's got 9 million subscribers. I'm pretty sure UFC has got 4 million subscribers. These are the views they're getting. 53k views, 50k views, 76k views, 182k views. I tell you what, that's not bad. Our pay-per-views do better numbers. Let's check out the UFC's page for pay-per-views. YouTube. UFC. Obviously, we've got less subscribers. No. Holy shit, we've got more subscribers. I thought we had 4 million subscribers, or maybe I was getting confused with the PFL. UFC's got 21 million subscribers. And look at these full fights that they've just dropped. 84k views 1 day ago. 120k views a day ago. 101k views a day ago. Dude, that's really good. Compared to the Premier League, that's actually really fucking good. The best knockouts of the year has got 17 million views. That's really good. What am I up to? What am I up to? Hey man, you know how sick life would be if Jan wins this fight? Like the happiness that is going to come with it. God, I hope he... Oh, Mitch. Tell me about it, dude. Fucking oath, dude. Tell me about it. If Jan wins this fight, it will be insane, man. Insane. What about FIFA? Ah, good question. Let's have a look at FIFA. I don't know if FIFA has a YouTube channel, right? I don't think FIFA... Oh, FIFA does have their own YouTube channel. Okay, FIFA. Dude, we hold our own with FIFA. FIFA's got 24.3. We've got 21.5. FIFA's views in the last day, 159k, 70k, 50k. Our views in the last day, 101k, 130k, 85k. Dude, we go neck and neck with FIFA. Pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, chat. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. UFC versus FIFA on YouTube. It's actually not bad at all. I'll take that. It's so niche to know unranked UFC fight. Holy shit. Yeah, knowing regional fighters is super niche. Yeah. Doug, you can't believe you've forgotten already for your throat. Durex cooling lube shots. Dulux cool. It's called Dulux in Australia, Paul. Condom cooling lube shots. Thank you, mate. I love you, Bobby Mays. Have a good weekend, Bobby Mays. Happy Thanksgiving, Bobby Mays. Pickball is now the fastest growing sport. I believe that, Mr. C. There's pickball, but there's gay and hell for... There's pickball, but that's for gay as hell only divorce. What is pickleball? What is this? Is this a real sport? I said Justin Ilya eventually. I hope it'll happen. Justin will fight Ilya eventually. I hope that happens. Tunnel Man, I hope so. How do you feel about majority are doubting Gaethje against Paddy? Paddy's opponents are 0-13, and people think Jake Paul has more of a chance of beating AJ than Gaethje does beating Paddy. I'm one of them, Deshaun. I think Paddy is going to finish Gaethje. I'm one of them, dude, so I don't feel bad about it, to be honest. I see the boomers from the site not knowing what the UFC is as intentional. Could be, M operator, could be. Thoughts on them removing the red dye from the flaming hot Cheetos? Couldn't care less. Should we pivot away from MMA and become a pickball-based channel? What is pickleball? Dougie's almost dying for you fucking... It is true. It is for you fucking guys. The UFC YouTube channel is 21... Yeah, maybe I was thinking of the PFL. With 4 million subscribers. I might have been thinking of the PFL. I don't know what I was fucking thinking of. PFL has 2.5 million subscribers. I don't know what I was fucking thinking of. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking of. I get my facts wrong sometimes. Hit the like button. Strickland versus Fluffy is a wicked fight. I love that fight. Yeah, the UFC YouTube channels are all over the world. UFC India, UFC Brazil, UFC Russia. There's UFC YouTube. Oh yeah, the UFC YouTube channel isn't just their only channel. They have other channels as well. Yeah, this is true. This is true. I wonder if they've got their links here. But yeah, they do have the other ones. They have UFC Russia, UFC Brazil. Yeah. Oh, chat. You know what time it is, chat. You know what time it is, chat. Oh, yeah, chat. We absolutely love it. It's good to see, chat, isn't it? Oh, I mean, if they buy views and subs, yeah, that's true. They might be buying views. Very good point, Cheddarhead. Very, very good point, mate. Dougie is sacrificing his health for the chat. I am, dude. Working himself into an early grave. I am. I will be free or I will be dead. If you look up how old is the UFC, the first picture is Moicano. How old is the UFC? And it's just Renato Moicano. That is good. Pickleball is like tennis or badminton, but for unathletic people who actually want to play a sport. Well, good for them, man. Sounds like a description of pickleball. There we go. When was the UFC channel made? It'd be fun to look into the way back machine and see how many subs and views they were getting before the Conor boom. Oh, you know, you could go to oldest. 17 years ago, the channel was made. And if you scroll somewhere to the middle, they were getting about 50K, 60K. They might have been getting, like, back then, because this has obviously had 16 years to accumulate. So they might have been getting, like, 30K views, 25K views back in the day. 35, 20K views back in the day. Since their lowest rated videos these days, after 16 years, has got 70, 60K views. You'd have to say a bit of that is an accumulation over time. Lame, it's boxing now, it's money fight. I know, Junior, I know, dude. We've had a good bitch about it, and I don't disagree, man. I don't disagree. Dougie trying to read a message properly, mission impossible. Oh, yeah, an operator. Never gonna. Mitch has put a fucking... Mitch has put a green thing on his... Mitch has put a Christmas hat on his green profile picture. Let's go. Oh, shit. Well, UFC was with the best fight the best? No, not anymore. PFL could absolutely steal that. Bruce Lee would have been 85 today. Such a shame. Loved eating sick dogs too much. Okay. All right. Poor Bruce Lee. All right, chat. I'm out of here. I want to say, chat, thank you all so much for putting up with me this week. I lost my voice on Monday. I felt fine. I felt fine on Monday. I felt fine. I did. I just lost my voice from screaming too much. I think the 3 hours of sleep on Sunday night and then waking up and going to the gym at 4 a.m. on Monday morning and doing the big demolition on Monday just cooked me. I don't think 3 hours sleep before that was a very good idea. It cooked me. So then I got that throat. I got that weird throat thing. Now it's turned into a weird nose thing. Just thank you very much for putting up with me this week. I tried to keep making content as much as I could. I tried to keep going live as much as I could. I'm going to have a good sleep tomorrow. I'm going to get over this fucking cold. I'm eating multivitamins like they're going out of fashion. And I'll be back in full action. I will be back in full action next week. I will. We will get through this Christmas stretch. And then we can have our long, girthy streams back. We will get through the Christmas stretch of work. I will get over this fucking sickness. And we will be back. Stronger and better than ever, chat. If anyone clips that with that hand signal, I'm fucking cooked. We will be back stronger and better than ever. That's the Australian government knocking on my door. Mr. Scorner, what was that fucking hand signal at the end there, mate? What do you mean by we will be back, mate? I meant my chat. I meant me and my chat on the stream. That's what I meant. Fuck me. That's what you get for being a Canadian. Exactly right. Alright, boys. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you guys. I'll be back when I'm back. When I'm back live, I'll be back live. And we'll be going for it. Song name? I have no idea. I've got it saved as the outro tune. I don't know. I have no idea, Junior. I'm sorry. It's from the YouTube, library. I'm not sure. Alright, guys. I'll see you later. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate you. You'll do on the card. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Read the last message. There you are. I read your message. Stream reaches 1 hour. Dewey Dougie, that's my sign to leave. I am sick. Okay, you're lucky I'm live at all. See you guys. Have a good one. Goodbye.